You love Gigi?
Yes.
How much you love Gigi? This much or this much?
This much.
This much?
Mm-hmm.
My grandson calls me Gigi, and I thought it was for greatest grandma.
I always fuss with Gigi because why she spoil you, because you eating cake for breakfast.
And my daughter corrected me and told me it was for gangster granny. So
What was we just talking about for Christmas? What you tell mommy you wanted?
I grew up in a biracial family, and I had two parents that were fairly young when they had me. Wow, I haven't seen some of these pictures in so long. That's me over the years. I've always loved school, and I've always believed in furthering my education. Even though I had a good GPA, I just did not have the funding to go to school. So the military was offering a nursing program. There was a waiting list for the nursing school. So I became a diesel mechanic, fixing cars instead of fixing people. This is Fort Irwin, my first duty station. And these are all the guys I did basic training with. I was in the Army, and my rank was a PFC, which is private first class. I was the only female mechanic in the whole motor pool. The military taught me how to survive in pretty much a man's world. I'm not afraid to be a leader. I should have retired 2015, but I was a little less forthcoming with information. When I was 13, I was raped. I got pregnant, and I didn't know I was pregnant. So I came home one day, my grandma had just died. I go in the bathroom, because it feels like I have to use the restroom. Sit down on the commode, and my daughter falls out. And that's how I found out I was pregnant. I became a mother for Alicia. That's all I know. And she's all I got. My mother wanted to give Alicia up for adoption. And then as an adult, once I went to the military, she's like, we're keeping your daughter. And I'm like, no, you're not. And so I found a way to legally manipulate my paperwork and bring her on post. Because I did that, they kicked me out under the premise of fraudulent enlistment. After that, I was depressed. I had anxiety. I was suffering from grief, abandonment from my family. All I thought is, I have to hit the ground running and take care of Alicia. I've got to wake up every day, and if I don't hustle, Alicia don't eat. So my mentality never was, oh, poor me, stuff happens, push on. Stuff happens, push on. Just like soldier for mommy. If I don't hustle, she don't eat. I did some illegal gambling, we had drug sales. Long as I made sure Alicia got everything she needed, you find reasons to make it acceptable, even though it's not. You know, you have to wear many masks in order to survive, and sometimes those masks take over. And before I knew it, I was drinking a fifth of vodka a day. In my mind, Alicia's my best friend, she's not my daughter. And about 7 months later, the task force kicked in our door, and I lost everything. And so I answered her, I was like, Alicia, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She was like, well, I'm the kid, Mom. You're the adult. I don't know what we're doing. I'm just following you. Just hearing her say that, like, I'm the kid. You figure this out. 5 days after that, I became homeless. Homelessness feels like you're in a pit of despair. So I hid it, and I tried to act as normal as I could. I started staying in my car, and I was at the VA hospital one day, and this guy was talking to me. He was like, there's a shelter up the street for vets. And they let me stay for 4 months. And that's when I really hit the ground running. Once I made the determination that I wasn't gonna be a statistic, I left that stigma of being homeless behind. I'm just a vet that needs help. I've been in this house for 4 months. One of my colleagues that I used to help, he said, the house is just sitting, go for it. And it needed a lot of work and clean up, but I was like, I can do this. It showed me that you have to take care of your responsibilities, and then everything else comes after that. And so I got a job at the Michigan Veterans Foundation housing homeless veterans. making sure they made their appointments. We did weekly checks to see if their mental health was up or down or if they had any health issues. And I've helped 120 veterans over the past 2 years get housing.
And you ain't keeping score. You be cheating, Captain.
Till this day, I still help my veterans. And until I die, I will. Because veterans have helped me.
I didn't have nowhere to go. I had no job. I couldn't work. This is a bitter pill to swallow when you can't pay your own rent.
Taz came every day. Got me the place I'm living in now.
Nobody understands a vet like a vet.
Did he do
They don't
that?
understand the
It's just hard.
separation,
Yeah,
separation
it's hard.
anxiety, the PTSD.
For everything that you've been through, how were you able to handle working with us?
I don't put myself in it. Somebody need help. So if I can help y'all not be in this situation again, then that's how I do it, Gary. I do it because I love y'all.
From being homeless to having four
To having-
great places to stay.
So I still live with the guilt. And I think that's why I'm trying to help people, because I gotta make up for the lives that I screwed up not knowing any better.
Good pass. You hear me? Good pass. Good catch.
I was thinking, when we lived in Walnut Hills, and I remember when they kicked in the door and
On Hemlock.
on Hemlock,
Yeah.
and it was just so much going on. I've never judged you for it, because at the end of the day, I knew you were a young parent, and I knew you were doing the best that you could for me. And that's why, I thank you for that. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for that, Mom.
You're welcome. More than anything in the world.
I love you too, Mom.
That mean a lot to hear that. Cause I've sacrificed a lot to make sure y'all was straight.
I know.
The universe is give and take. And if you don't give, it's just gonna keep taking, so you got to give. Or you're gonna block your blessings. Jason literally gave me a whole new lease on life. Alicia, she symbolizes the picture of forgiveness. Money can't buy that.